Well, in this video, I want to go over a question that I often get asked by many clients as I'm visiting and doing consulting in different types of TSI and hinge cutting work on different properties. And that is, how to go about managing, kind of lowland, bottomland areas that are predominantly red cedar or, cedar areas that are just thick cedar swamps. It might have some high ground terrain features on it, might be more low ground. So this was a client property up in northeast side of Michigan, and I've been doing some work on this for going on 2 years now. And I just wanted to take you guys through just kind of an overview right here on the map of the plan I put together for them. And then I'm going to take you guys actually on some video footage that I took last year in the spring when I actually went through and did a lot of the cutting, and then also some actual follow-up work and just review of it. I think that was back in September. So I really wanted to show you guys just kind of how I went about managing this area. And the most of the video footage was taken back in this section here. This is primarily all cedar through here. There's a little bit of big tooth aspen, some poplar back here. We kind of put down a lot of edge feathering along this edge here. As you can see, we've got kind of a winding food plot design here that works out really well for his access. We still have quite a bit of screening to add in here, but the main focus was try to get a lot of bedding and just make this a lot higher productive spot where we can really get a lot of solid doe family groups bedding in here and get more buck daylight activity moving through this section of the property. So hopefully this helps out and get you guys thinking about different ways you can manage these different cedar swamp areas on your properties and actually turn them into highly productive deer habitat. So as you can see, this is when I first started cutting back in April of 2023, and then it's kind of the raw when I first started cutting, and then I've kind of done a lot more detail work since then. Here's a transition travel corridor here that I put in that's using terrain features to head back out to a staging plot, and I've got a tree stand tree that the client put up in that cedar tree, which is a really nice 30-yard bow shot with good access. And then I've also got a lot of edge feathering that comes down through here, and we're also trying to control a lot of these cool season grasses to let a lot of these native forbs come up through here. You can see as I walk out through here, we get into that staging long, narrow food plot before these deer are going to head out into that ag field. The blind's probably going to long-term put another blind up here where you can shoot that whole food plot. All right, well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am out here on a client property that I cut last year back in early spring, right around that April, end of March time frame. And this is nothing but basically a big cedar thicket down through here. It's got a bunch of different ridges that run through here, and it kind of runs for probably another 400 yards down through there. And we've got a big destination plot that runs all through there. I've got some edge feathering all done, and then that heads out into ag field. So it's kind of just a staging plot. And so I've got a bunch of different little travel corridors, sneak trails running through here. And I just wanted to show after 1 year, I got some clover chicory down that's actually doing really well. The client's got a rope scrape here. And you can start to see his clover is doing real well. I've got right around that 40 to 50% sunlight in here, and we're starting to get some real good regeneration. You can see all the regeneration up through there. You can also see just how much browse we've got on this clover. I mean, it's just getting hammered, but it's doing really well. This is the Northwoods Whitetail Seclusion 360 mix, and it's just a phenomenal blend. And you can see all the regeneration in here. You can see all the browse on it. Lots of aspen regen in here. We've cut quite a bit of this. You can see the browse up through here. We've just been hammering that. We got travel corridor down through here. Client's got a stand right over there where he can slip in over there. And type of a west wind, he can hunt this. We got another stand over there for an east wind, northeast wind. A couple of travel corridors. We need to do a little bit of tune up, a little bit of detail work in here since last year. But this is looking really good. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an example of, what you can do with just a regular cedar thicket. This is kind of what it looked like before we started cutting. It was just wide open, kind of a biological desert. Not a lot for deer, not a lot of thermal cover, and you know, makes a big difference from that to this. We've got diversity in plants starting to come in here. Obviously, we've got clover chicory. We've got a woody browse component. And we've also got walls of cover to kind of section off these deer, compartmentalize them so they can't see out into those food plots. And so yeah, this needs a little bit more tune-up work. Probably gonna work on this next summer or next winter and spring, and you know, finish getting this kind of tuned up. And just kind of typically do it in stages. With, you know, every client's a little bit different. And last year they shot a nice buck back in this area, so hopefully we'll have some more success here this coming fall.